"11 matches overseas, 10 wins, 1 draw. He came back in triumph with an unbelievable record. I knew he was going to be a lot tougher, but he became a completely different fighter since the Rookie of the Year competition."
What the hell's going on out there?
It looks like Miata's hanging back while Lee does all the work. So how's Lee getting all that damage? I think he's starting to lose it.
Gotcha.
He's fast.
He's starting to break him down with counter punches.
This is useless. He's just a blur. I won't waste my time trying to chase him. I'll push him into the ropes, body and all. Nowhere to go. You're all mine.
No! Get out of there! Go around him,
What the hell was that? I thought this guy was a killer!
He fainted from the pain! 9, 10, he's out!
He can't get up! Just 1 minute and 23 seconds into the 3rd round, and Miata dominates, kicking off his homecoming with a flawless KO victory!
He barely even broke a sweat.
One ugly hen came back to roost, huh?
Mr. Date!
Essentially, that match boiled down to 1 knockout, but it was far from the kind of stuff you or Sendo would throw. Normally, it takes a lot more damage than a single body blow to lay out an opponent. I sometimes have to wonder what it is about you young featherweights that keeps you so damn frisky.
I don't get it either. I was pumped up after the Sendo fight. I practically felt like I was on fire. But this one really left me cold.
You got your work cut out for you. You won't be able to make it to the top till you pass all those jokers.
No, it's all right. I'm just gonna keep giving it my best, the same as always.
Keep at it, but the date's set for my upcoming fight.
Huh?
It's coming up in August. I'll be fighting an American who's ranked 5th in the WBA.
He's got world 5th ranking?
If I win, I get my shot at the world title. I'll just have to forge 1 step ahead of you and let you know what I find.
Wow, that's great. The world title, but I wouldn't expect anything less.
So, are you on the mend or hiding out?
What? Oh, you know how it is. They got me back in training, but I won't be able to fight in an actual match for a little while.
Try not to take too long to get back in the game. You waste time watching the paint dry and they'll forget all about you.
You're right. It's not like I want to stand around doing nothing. But it feels more and more like I'm being left in the dust. Hello, all. Huh? Something wrong? You guys look serious.
Know about last night?
Last night? Oh, yeah. Miata's totally amazing. A counter body blow KO? I've never seen anything like it. Huh?
By the way, Mr. Yagi just got back.
Really? I had no idea he took time off.
It wasn't no holiday. He went searching overseas to find opponents for our comeback fights.
All 3 of us have matches now.
What? He got dates set for your matches already? That's great. Wait, did you say all 3 of us? So, you mean I'm fighting too?
Yeah, July's gonna be our triple comeback in the hall.
We'll show him what for.
Yeah!
Oh, yes! This means I'll finally be able to catch up to Miata and the others. So, who are we
I'm
fighting?
pretty sure they're all from Thailand and the Philippines. Don't know much about any of them, but I do know that he'd never match us up with some losers. I bet you they're a bunch of badasses.
Bring it on.
I want to fight so bad I can taste
We're gonna fight and we'll win!
By the way, who's gonna be the main event?
Well, don't worry about me, fellas. You guys go on. I'm really just happy to be fighting in a match.
I guess it'll have to be me then.
Leave it to me, old chum. It's too much of a burden for you.
Yes, be a good chap and warm up the crowd. What are you thinking? You expect to pull everyone over? it, Rocky. Jump! No, I said I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Hey, got it?
Don't fight over something so petty. If you just thought about it for a second, Ippo's the one who actually fought the title match and deserves to be the main event. But as his senior, you have to look good, right? So we're all gonna have to settle this like gentlemen. I guess neither one of you is gonna budge on this.
Got that right.
Then listen up. You get one shot and no whining if you lose.
Fine.
It's the semi-final, huh?
I'm gonna be the main event.
Oh, man.
Amico, guess what? I got my match set for July, but that's not all. I really can't say it out loud right now, but it's all me. I'm going to be the main event. Oops. Oh no, I think I just ticked off the opening act.
I'm gonna kill him.
What's this supposed to be? Lousy morons! We don't decide fighting order with stupid paper games around here. You're first, Aoki, then Kimura. The kid's the main event.
I'm the main event? I better be ready to do it right.
Oh, baby! The main event! Oh, I'm so proud of you! I told everybody! You know I'm gonna be there to cheer you on!
Hey, the star of the show, huh? Please, I really don't want to make such a big deal about when I go up. After all this, I'm just excited to be back in the ring.
That's just like you. So, is your opponent tough?
His name is Ponchai-Chu Atana. 10 wins and 5 KOs. He's ranking 3rd in Thailand. He's never been knocked down, and most of his fights go full rounds, all the way to point decision, so he's probably real tough. That's all I know.
A real man of mystery. All you got to go on is his name and his fight record?
Yeah, that's it. We tried, but we couldn't get any boxing videos or anything like that.
So you're not even gonna know what this guy looks like until the day of the match?
No, I'm not, but everybody told me that sort of thing happens regularly.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. I'm glad I'll be hitting the match in my best condition. But it's hard to shadow box when I don't know what he looks like or how he fights. Hey guys, does it seem like I'm getting it back? How do I look?
You're looking good.
That left is so fast, I can hardly even see it.
I guess the main eventer's really in a class above the rest.
Yeah, and I bet now you're real popular with the ladies.
From now on, we should all be calling you Mr. Main Event.
I think they're both losing it.
Over here, kid.
Yes, sir?
Come downstairs. Let's get started.
Right! I'm finally getting my special training. I gotta work hard to catch up.
This is no time to watch the paint dry. You got only 2 months before the match, and we got a whole pile of stuff to do.
All right, I'll do my best. But I was wondering about something.
I suppose you'd like to know more about the guy you're fighting.
I would.
Well, if he's willing to come all the way to Japan, it's pretty safe to assume he knows what he's doing.
Well, that's true. But it feels kind of weird training blind and not knowing about all his real abilities until the actual fight.
What are you worried about? He's got the same handicap you do. What happens during the match will have to depend entirely upon your point of view. Your eye level will tell you what you need to know, and that will have to be enough.
Eye level? What in the world does he mean by that?
We got a full schedule of training today.
I don't understand. What's my eye level?
Shut up and listen.
Yes, sir.
You've won most of your matches, but you're taking too many hits, which puts on a good show for the fans, but your eyes and brains are going to turn to applesauce. To get any further in the game, you're going to have to strengthen your defense.
Strengthen my defense.
For now, we're gonna switch your training to 30% offense, 70% defense. I know it's gonna be dull doing all those repetitions, kid, but if you really want to be the best, then you can't afford to neglect any of the basics. That's it. Rhythm and speed. Keep it up. Come on, faster. Speed it up. Rhythm. Speed. Your weaving rhythm is way too slow. This is child's play. You never had to breathe this hard to do it before, kid. You're obviously out of shape from all that time you had off. Right, kid. Build up your endurance. Otherwise, the longer the fight, the deeper the hole. give me 5 reps, just like that.
You want me to push you up this? 5 times?
Did I stutter? Get a move on it and put your back into it.
Oh, man, it really looks like he put you through the ringer.
I'm just catching up to where I left off, and I'm doing what I can to improve my defense.
Well, that certainly is the safe way to go about it. No pressure, but if you lose again, that's twice. Just like Vorg. You think because you're Japanese, the fans won't turn their back on you, too?
Yeah, you have a point there.
If that happens, you can forget about catching up to the old guy or Miata. Hell, you won't even see their asses again. Something wrong?
No, it's just that the chief told me that my next match would depend on my eye level, but he never got around to telling me what he meant. Maybe he's talking about my goals in the match, right?
Yeah, right. Hanchai's probably just a lower class than the Geezebag and Miata. You can't lose, you have to win big. Stay focused and get a satisfying victory.
Yeah, that's right, because if I don't, I'll never be able to see my real goals anymore.
And it just so happens...
Are you all right?
What's wrong?
Is he all right?
He fell down.
Chief!
Somebody call an ambulance.
He's suffering from fatigue. He was getting a cold and pushed a little too hard. Nothing to worry about, really.
That's a relief.
Is that it? I thought he took one of Ippo's power punches and bit the dust.
You're not being that funny at all.
Well, he is getting on in years, so he needs a few days of rest.
Gotta get back to training, kid.
What? You can't worry about me, Chief. You gotta get some rest.
With the fight coming up so soon, are you crazy? You know I can't stay here.
Shut up and get some sleep, you stubborn old man!
Well, we gotta go. Don't worry about me, Chief. I'll train just as hard on my own. Well, goodbye. Mr. Yagi, Mr. Takamura, take care of him.
He'll be all right.
Hey, kid.
What is it, sir?
I hope you realize that I'm fully aware of how anxious you are about your upcoming fight. The pressure you're feeling from a return match is always going to take a big chunk out of your strength and fighting spirit.
It's true, Chief.
I honestly thought you were going to win that fight against Date. Yes, he had the advantage in power, but you definitely had the talent and strength of will to make up the difference. You came close and you held on until the end. And in the end, when I threw in the towel, there wasn't anything left in me either. Since then, I've been racking my brains out. A million what-ifs, agonizing about what I should or shouldn't have taught you before you faced the champion.
Listen, Chief, all this isn't doing you any good, so please get some rest, okay? You're right, I did take too many hits in that match. The rule is always hit without being hit. I'll work on defense. I'll get to the point where absolutely nothing can get past my guard.
No, kid, that's not what I'm saying.
But practically all the time we've spent on training lately has been building up my defensive moves.
Your strongest ability will always be your attack. All that hit without being hit junk will screw up your rhythm and turn your reach into toothpicks. All your training right now is just one step to make you fight more aggressively than before. From now on, what I want you to do is for you to hit before being hit.
Hit before being hit? But...
This is a very important fight, and every single second is gonna really count. So get back in there and train really hard.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad it wasn't anything major.
He hasn't had a break since the night at the Champion Carnival.
He got the wind knocked out of him, too. It's hard on the corner man when his boxer loses. He was just as disappointed as I was. He was stressing over the return match even more than me. method used to attack and defend. The best boxers have to figure out their strategy while engaged in high-level combat, and they keep the space between offense and defense to a minimum. I'm starting to understand how to fight offensively and defensively at the same time. If I can pull it off during a real fight, it could be the perfect strategy. It's risky not being able to test it out before my return match, but if I do it right, I'm sure I'll win. Next round, Revival.